Hello, welcome to my channel. In this video, I'll be ranking the Kep1ER members' screen time in episode 2 of Girls Planet 999. This is part of a series where I rank the members' screen time for each episode of the show. If you haven't watched the screen time ranking for episode 1, check it out here or in the link in the description. I went over what I considered a screen time more specifically in my video for episode 1. So if you're curious about that, please check out the video, or you can pause and read it now. There's one thing that somewhat changed in episode 2, because in episode 1, I included all pictures of them as screen time. In episode 2, however, we have this whole baby picture identification situation, and so I did not include the time when their baby picture was shown on camera, just when the person themselves was. If the contestants themselves had trouble identifying the baby photos, I don't think us viewers at home would have been able to do it perfectly either. Now, let's get into the ranking. In 9th place for episode 2 screen time, we have Kim Jae-hyun with 67.57 seconds, or about 1 minute and 8 seconds of screen time. Here are my 3 favorite Jae-hyun moments from episode 2.
저는 바꾸고 싶지 않았는데 혹시 이 양쪽 언니들이 나를 바꾸고 싶어 하면 어떡하지?
K그룹 김재효.
Coming up in 8th place, we have Sakamoto Mashiro with 93.55 seconds of screen time, about 1 minute and 34 seconds. These are my 3 favorite Mashiro moments from the episode.
사카모토 마시로입니다. 사카모토 마시로입니다.
오늘부터 잘하면 되지. 맞아. 이제 시작이 이제 시작인 거. 야 이러려고 6시에 일어났냐고.
Next, in 7th place is So Young-eun. Young-eun had 129.78 seconds of screen time, or 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Let's watch my Young-eun highlights from this episode.
걸스 플래닛에 가진 미션입니다. 블랙핑. 마지막.
내가 어떻게 이기지 싶으면서도 이 순위를 놓치지 않고 끝까지 이를 갈고 버텨야겠구나 생각들었어요.
Now, in 6th place, it's Kim Daeon with 139.23 seconds, or 2 minutes and 19 seconds of screen time. Here are Daeon's 3 best moments from the episode.
K그룹 1등이 탑9 후보에 못 들었다. 자존심이 상하는 부분이 없지않아 있어서 제가 탑9에도 들고 그 안에서도 1등 하겠습니다.
Moving up, the Kep1ER member in 5th place is Shen Xiaoting with 163.53 seconds, or 2 minutes and 43 seconds. Here are my favorite Xiaoting moments from the episode. 션샤오팅입니다. I know I was wondering how far her performance screen time would get her in this episode. Well, now you know as well, because in 4th place we have Hyuning Bahia with 176.72 seconds of screen time, approximately 2 minutes and 56 seconds. Here are my favorite Bahia moments from this episode.
입술 위에 쭉 날 고하게 쭉 온몸에 난 힘 정말 안 불릴 줄은 몰랐는데 끝까지 안 불려서
너 나한테 응원 말 좀 해줘.
똑바로 해. 정신 차려.
예.
따라가려면 잘해야 돼.
힘들 것 같아 진짜.
이상도 잘하잖아. 물론 너만큼은 아니지만.
In third place, surprising me every time, we have Kang Yeso. Yeso had 204.15 seconds or 3 minutes and 24 seconds of screen time in episode 2. Here are my 3 favorite Yeso moments from the episode.
처음에 고를 때도 느낌과 저희의 색깔을 많이 찾았었거든요. 같이 하면 더 잘 어울릴 것 같다는 느낌의 셀을 만들고 싶었었어요.
강예서입니다. 강예서입니다.
And because this is an iconic moment, even though her baby picture wasn't counted as screen time, here's a bonus Yeso moment.
예서, 진짜 예서, 마지막 예서. 예서. 시안아.
In second place, it's this episode's planet number 1, Izaki Hikaru. Hikaru had 260.47 seconds, or 4 minutes and 20 seconds of screen time. Let's watch my 3 favorite Hikaru moments from the episode.
같이 하고 싶었어요.
다 했어. 댄스, 보컬, 랩. 어벤져스네. 최강이다.
J그룹 에자키 히카루입니다. 에자키 히카루입니다. 축하드립니다.
And finally, in first place, it's our bubble pop queen, Choi Yujin, with a grand total of 492.43 seconds of screen time, or 8 minutes and 12 seconds. Here are Yujin's 3 best moments from the episode.
사실 컨셉도 센 컨셉을 하다 보니까 저는 내가 안 보이는 게 느껴지는 거예요. 그냥 하면서
K그룹 최유진입니다.
Now that we've got the full ranking, let's get to a bit of analysis on why the screen time ranking was as it was. First, let's look at the bar graph of screen time for this episode. This is the episode where Yujin and Bahia performed their demo stages, so their screen time should be slightly higher than usual. We can also note that Yujin performed a solo, where Bahia was in a group of 4 members and her group's performance was partially cut off. In this episode, we also met our first planet top 9. Fittingly, this means that contestants in the top 9 would get more screen time, not only from getting chosen, but also from choosing their cells. The KEP1ER members in the top 9 in this episode were Hikaru, Yeso, Xiaoting, Youngeun, and Yujin. The KEP1ER members not in the top 9 were Chaehyun, Bahia, Dayeon, and Mashiro. I got an interesting comment on my last video from Arch suggesting that I combine screen time for missions. I thought that was a great idea since it's a bit unfair to consider that not everyone performed in every episode. So I made a cumulative screen time ranking from both episode 1 and 2, the demo stage mission. Looking at the circle graph from episode 1 and episode 2, Can you guess what the ranking will be like? Well, let's see what happens when we combine the screen time for the 2 episodes. In the screen time ranking for episode 1, I organized the colors counterclockwise in order of the rainbow, but in the ranking for episode 2, that order got a bit messed up since the screen time ranking changed. You can see that in the combined graph, the order is indeed different than it was in episode 1. By episode 2, the total screen time puts Yujin first, followed in order by Hikaru, Yeso, Shouting, Dayon, Youngun, Mashiro, Chaehyun, and finally Bahie. To look at this in a bit more depth, let's bring out my friend the bar graph. Does this ranking surprise you? I think this is actually fairly accurate to what I would have expected for the Kep1er members so far. You might notice that Yujin's screen time is extremely high, and I think there are a few reasons behind that. First, the biggest difference is that she performed solo. Since I counted lines in a performance as part of the screen time, and she sang a whole song, this would increase her screen time. Every other Kep1er member had a demo stage performance in a group of 2 to 4. Her performance was also somewhat shown in both episodes, and she also had moments like the We Go Up incident that increased her screen time. The person that surprises me the most in this ranking is still definitely Yeso. So far she's always been up in the higher ranks, and although I noticed her and liked her since her demo stage performance, I didn't realize she'd be up so high. So thank you for making it this far into the video. It takes a surprisingly long time to go through all the clips, since I go through every frame of the episode using a 50 frame per second video. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on the screen time rankings for the next episodes. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you stay safe and have a great day. Bye!